Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda. Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhatta Vrinda. Reading from Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Adi Leela, chapter 10, entitled The Trunk, Branches and Sub-Branches of the Chaitanya Tree. Verse number 105. Shri Gopal Bhatta Etra Satha Sarvotama Rupa Sanatana Sanneyara Prema Alapana. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Sri Gopal Bhatta Goswami, the 47th branch, was one of the great and exalted branches of the tree. He always engaged in discourses about love of Godhead in the company of Rupa Goswami and Sanatan Goswami. Purport. Sri Gopal Bhatta Goswami was the son of Venkata Bhatta, a resident of Sri Rangam. Gopala Bhatta formerly belonged to the disciplic succession of the Ramanuja Sampradaya, but later became part of the Gaudiya Sampradaya. In the year 1433 Satrabda, when Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was touring South India, he stayed for 4 months during the period of Chaturmasya at the house of Venkata Bhatta, who then got the opportunity to serve the Lord to his heart's content. Gopala Bhatta also got the opportunity to serve the Lord at this time. Sri Gopala Bhatta Goswami was later initiated by his uncle, the great sannyasi Prabodhananda Saraswati. Both the father and the mother of Gopala Bhatta Goswami were extremely fortunate, for they dedicated their entire lives to the service of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. They allowed Gopala Bhatta Goswami to go to Vrindavan, and they gave up their lives thinking of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. When Lord Chaitanya was later informed that Gopala Bhatta Goswami had gone to Vrindavan and met Sri Rupa and Sanatan Goswami, he was very pleased, and he advised Sri Rupa and Sanatana to accept Gopala Bhatta Goswami as their younger brother and take care of him. Sri Sanatan Goswami, out of his great affection for Gopala Bhatta Goswami, compiled the Vaishnava Smriti named Hari Bhakti Vilasa and published it under his name. Under the instruction of Srila Rupa and Sanatana, Gopala Bhatta Goswami installed one of the 7 principal deities of Vrindavana, the Radha Ramana deity. The Sevites, priests of the Radha Ramana temple, belonged to the Gaudiya Sampradaya. When Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami took permission from all the Vaishnavas before writing Chaitanya Charitamrita, Gopala Bhatta Goswami also gave him his blessings, but he requested him not to mention his name in the book. Therefore, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami has mentioned Gopal Bhatta Goswami only very cautiously in 1 or 2 pages of Chaitanya Charitamrita. Srila Jiva Goswami has written in the beginning of his Tattva Sandarbha, a devotee from southern India who was born of a Brahmana family and was a very intimate friend of Rupa Goswami and Sanatan Goswami, has written a book that he has not compiled chronologically. Therefore, I, a tiny living entity, known as Jiva, am trying to assort the events of the book chronologically, consulting the direction of great personalities like Madhvacharya, Sridhar Swami, Ramanujacharya, and other senior Vaishnavas in the disciplic succession. In the beginning of Bhagavad Sandarbha, there are similar statements by Srila Jiva Goswami. Srila Gopal Bhatta Goswami compiled a book called Satriya Sara Deepika, edited the Hari Bhakti Vilasa, brought up forward to the Sat Sandarbha and commentary on the Krishna Charanamrita, and installed the Radha Raman deity in Vrindavan. In the Gaura Ranodesh Dipika, verse 184, it is mentioned that his previous name in the pastimes of Lord Krishna was Ananda Manjari. Sometimes he is also said to have been an incarnation of Kruna Manjari. Srinivas Acharya and Gopinath Pujari were two of his disciples. Thus ends the Bhaktivedanta purport.
So, Sanatana Goswami was favored by Lord Chaitanya by instructing him for 2 months. He created 2-3 lieutenants for preaching his cult. One of them was Rupa Goswami, one of them was Sanatana Goswami, the chief of the Goswamis. And he talked with also Ramananda Rai, another stalwart. He was also a statesman. He was governor of Madras on behalf of the then king of Orissa, Maharaj Pratap. He was very powerful king. The Mohammedans, the Pathans, they practically conquered all over India, but they could not enter Orissa. He was a very strong king. And in those days, Madras was under the Orissa government. So another responsible officer stopped this sound. How it is happening? You can close these doors. So he was another big officer, governor. He also joined Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and these two brothers, Rupa Goswami and Sanatana Goswami, they were ministers in the government of Hussain Shah. They also joined. And Raghunath Das Goswami, he was also a big zamindar, landlord. So he also joined. And a big scholar, he also from Madras side, Gopal Bhatta Goswami. And Jiva Goswami, he was also a very big scholar. He happened to be from Bangalore. In this way, 6 Goswamis, they were immediate disciples of Lord Chaitanya. We are very glad to receive Professor O'Connell in this auspicious meeting, and it will be very nice because he is studying the process of Chaitanya philosophy, and this ceremony is one of the function in devotional service. We have got a big book, and I think Professor O'Connell, you have secured that book, Hari Bhakti Vilas. Have you secured that book?
I have book. I'm yet to be a professor,
Ah.
even get my degree beyond the
That's
AD.
all right.
I have both.
And so that Hari Bhakti Vilas is written by Sanatana Goswami in the name of Gopal Bhatta Goswami. Because Gopal Bhatta Goswami was a very young boy, and Rupa Goswami and Sanatana Goswami, they were very elderly. But because all the 6 Goswamis happened to be direct disciples of Lord Chaitanya, so Gopal Bhatta Goswami, although very young, he was treated as younger brother of Sanatana Goswami. So this book was actually written by Sanatana Goswami, but it was published or dedicated to Gopal Bhatta Goswami. In this book, the rules and regulation of the Vaishnavas are described. Of the brahmacharis, the students, of the grihasthas, householders, vanaprastha, retired men, and sannyas, renounced order. How grihasthas should live, how brahmacharis should live, how vanaprastha should live, how sannyasis should live. All the it is called Vaishnava Smriti. Shruti and Smriti. Shruti means Vedic literature, which is traditionally, from time immemorial, it is learned simply by hearing from authoritative sources. Just like in the Srimad Bhagavatam, in the first canto, first verse, it is said, Tene Brahmarida Adikavai, the original authority of Vedic literature, Lord Brahma. He was instructed about Vedic knowledge by Lord Krishna, and he imparted Vedic knowledge to the world. So he was the first creature, living creature after creation. So there was nobody to give him initiation because he is the only living creature at that time. So the Lord himself initiated. Prabhupada Saraswati, he was a great devotee of Lord Chaitanya. He wrote one book, Chaitanya Chandroda, the moonlight of Lord Chaitanya. In Sanskrit, he belonged to southern India, and his nephew became one of the Goswamis. When Lord Chaitanya was staying at his home, he was at that time householder. Later on, he took sannyas and became Prabhupada Saraswati. At that time, Gopal Bhatta, actually their family title was Bhatta, Bhattacharya. Bhattacharya is given title to the very learned Brahmin. Chakravarti, Bhattacharya, these are Brahmins' title who are very learned, very influential. So Bhattacharya. So at that time, Gopal Bhatta Goswami was little boy. So Lord Chaitanya stayed with this Venkatanath. His name was Venkat. Later on he became Prabhupada Saraswati. So that boy became influenced and he wanted to go with Lord Chaitanya. He was sannyasi, he was traveling. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu advised him that your father and mother, is still living. So, you can come to me later on. He was a boy, only 16 years old. So, this boy, Gopal Bhatta, he, after the death of his father and mother, he went to Lord Chaitanya and he accepted him. And he handed over in charge of Rupa Goswami that you treat this boy as your younger brother. And he also became one of the 6 Goswamis. The 6 Goswamis, Rupa Goswami is the head actually, but Sanatana Goswami, being his elder brother, he was treating him as his spiritual master. So, Rupa Goswami, Sanatana Goswami, and Gopal Bhatta Goswami, and Raghunath Bhatta Goswami, and Raghunath Das Goswami, and Jiva Goswami. These 6 Goswami, they have given immense literature. And all of them established one temple in Vrindavan. You have seen Kirtanananda, the Radharaman temple, that is Gopal Bhatta Goswami. Sannyasi is not required. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he was traveling, he was not carrying any deity. Deity worship is specially recommended for the grihastha. That is compulsory.
In the temples, we should always recommend the grihasthas to worship the deity.
Just like our Radha Dama, the temple, it was established, this temple was established by Jiva Goswami. He was brahmachari. So, as these Gosais, they are worshipped. He had no sons. The temple was established by him, but the worship was transferred to the grihastha. So they are doing by generation. All the Vrindavan temples, Govindaji temple, Radharaman temple, Radharaman temple, he was also brahmachari. Gopal Bhatta, he did not marry. Jiva Goswami was brahmachari. Sanatana Goswami and Rupa Goswami, they sannyasi. So how these grihasthas got this seva? They are disciples. Grihastha. The grihastha disciples are meant for worshipping deity. And others, they are meant for preaching. This is the primary principle. So if you are engaged in preaching, deity worship, it must be done in scheduled time. This time. That is very difficult for us. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did not do this. He was traveling alone, preaching. So, it will be great burden to carry deity. But his preaching was, when you are many, you are carrying deity, that is good. There are others, some nice and gain, there is temple. But personally, if you carry some deity, it will become, it will be hampering your preaching. We cannot approach Krishna dying. We must go through the parampara system. Bande Rupa Sanatana Ragajugo Sri Jiva Gopala. So Narottam Das Thakur also says that Rupo Raghunatho Pade Haive Akuti Kabe Hama Bhujava Se Jugala Pirit. In order to understand the transcendental loving affairs of Radha and Krishna, one has to go through the teachings of the Goswamis. Rupa Raghunatho Pade Haive. This is the way. So, Rupa Goswami and Sanatana Goswami and all the 6 Goswamis, they developed this Krishna consciousness movement by sitting together in Vrindavan, and not only in Vrindavan, in that very particular place, Radha Damodar temple, where we have got a little space, that we have seen Rupa Goswami's tomb, that space, all the 6 Goswamis used to sit down and discuss Srimad Bhagavatam. Gopal Bhatta Goswami was reading, and all the other Goswamis, Rup Sanatan, they were hearing, and Jiva Goswami was writing comment. That is the comment of Krama Sandarbha. So that place in Vrindavan, Radha Damodar temple, is very sacred place. So they were practicing this Krishna consciousness. Krishna Kirtana Gana Nartana Prabhu Temam Mritam Nidhi Dhira Dhira Jana Priyo Priyakaro Ninimatsaro Pujito Sri Chaitanya Kripabharo Bhuvi Bhuva Bharavahantarako Bande Rupa Sanatano Ragajuro Sri Jiva Gopala. So, I am very glad that you are following the footprints of the Goswamis, 6 Goswamis. Bande Rupa Sanatano Raghujugo Sri Jiva Gopala. Rupa Goswami, Sanatana Goswami, Bande Rupa Sanatana Raghujugo, and 2 Raghunath Goswami. 1 Raghunath Das Goswami and 1 Raghunath Bhatta Goswami. Bande Rupa Sanatana Raghujugo. 4 Sri Jiva Gopala and Sri Jiva Goswami and Gopal Bhatta Goswami. They were direct disciples of Lord Chaitanya. There are thousands of disciples of Lord Chaitanya, but they are prominent, who gave very prominent service to the Lord by executing the mission of Lord Chaitanya. By the order of Lord Chaitanya, they went to Vrindavan, and the present city of Vrindavan is the contribution of the Goswamis. First of all, Sanatana Goswami went there, then Rupa Goswami. In this way, the city was excavated. It was found only 500 years ago. There was no trace where and how Krishna Lila was performed in that tract of land. But when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went there, he first of all discovered Radha Kunda, the lake in which Srimati Radharani used to take bath and Krishna used to come. There is Sam Kunda also. The Sam Kunda, Radha Kunda, 2 lakes are still existing. Thousands of people, devotees, go to see that lake every day. So, the 6 Goswamis were there. Some of them were very prominent government officers, just like Rupa Goswami and Sanatana Goswami. They were 2 important ministers in the then Mohammedan government. Nawab Hussain Shah, his government. They resigned their ministerial post and joined Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu for propagating his mission of Krishna consciousness. So, Rupa Sanatana, they are very responsible government officers. And Raghujugo, 2 Raghunath, one Raghunath Bhatta and one Raghunath Das. Raghunath Das was the only son of his father and uncle, very big landholder of Bengal. Their father's income was 1,200,000 rupees in those days. Now you can increase at least 50 times and then calculate what was the income of Raghunath Das Goswami. But he left everything to join Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's movement. Gopal Bhatta Goswami also came from a very learned Brahmin family. Similarly, Jiva Goswami was the greatest scholar till now. Nobody can compete with Jiva Goswami's scholarship in Sanskrit and philosophy. That is the verdict of all learned scholars. The world's best philosopher and Sanskrit scholar was Srila Jiva Goswami. He happened to be the nephews of Rupa Goswami. When Jiva Goswami's father and uncles left home, as only 10 years old boy, he thought, if my father and uncles have left, why shall I not leave home? So at the age of 10 years, he left home and went to Benares, the seat of Sanskrit scholars. He learned their Sanskrit very nicely, became a very great scholar, and then joined their uncles in Vrindavan. Of course, at that time, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had passed. So Jiva Goswami is also very learned scholar. His books are still adored by all spiritual sections. Sandarbhas, 6 Sandarbhas, philosophical thesis. And then Bande Rupa Sanatanam Raghujugo Sri Jiva Gopal, Gopal Bhatta Goswami. He was also a learned scholar. So all rich men, rich politicians, scholars, great Brahmins, they joined Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. It is so nice movement. It attracted thousands of people. Just it is attracting you, American boys and girls. So in those days, scholarly section, learned section, rich section were attracted by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's movement. And what was their business? This business, as you are doing. Krishnat Kirtanana Gananartana Paru. Their engagement was Krishna Utkirtanam. Krishna Kirtanam. Sing about Krishna. Just like you are doing. Hare Krishna. Krishnat Utkirtanam. very loudly chanting Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Kirtana Gana, and sometimes prayer, songs. Nartana means dancing. These were their engagement. Krishna Kirtana Gana Nartana Paro Premamritam Nidhi. And as soon as they chanted, immediately they were immersed in the ocean of bliss. Prema, ecstasy of love of God, Krishna. Krishna Kirtana Gana Nartana Paro Premamritam Nidhi Dhira Dhira Jana Priyo. They were very much affectionate or dear to all classes of people. There are two classes of men, Dhira, Adhira. Dhira means sober, and Adhira means just the opposite, debauches. So they were dear to both classes of men. This is Krishna, Kirtan is so nice. It is dear to all classes of men. Dhira, dhira jana priyo, priya karo. Nirmasaro pujito, because they are not envious. This Krishna consciousness movement is not meant for a particular class of men. It is meant for everyone. So, and what was their other qualification? Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Dhira Dhira Priya, Jana Priya Priya Karo, Ninmasaro Puj. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, they are very dear servitor of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu for delivering the fallen souls of this world. And we have to offer our respectful obeisances to the 6 Goswamis. Bande Rupa Sanatana Raghujugo Sri Jiva Gopala. Then their next qualification, next engagement was Nana Shastra Vicharanai Nipuno. Shastra, all kinds of Vedic literature. Shastra means it governs. The Vedic literature governs. There is a verbal root which is called sas. Sas means to rule. Nothing is bad. Because everything is creation of Krishna, how it can be bad? It cannot be bad, it is good, provided we follow the rules and regulations. Everything is good. Therefore we require to consult various shastras. Nana shastra vichara naika nipuno. Vichar. Vichar means to study them with careful attention. Nana. So this Goswamis were studying many kinds of Vedic literatures. There are hundreds and thousands of Vedic literature. Primarily 4 Vedas, Sham, Juju, Atharva, Rik, Atharva. Then from the Vedas, there are supplementary Vedas, which are called Puranas, 18 Puranas. Srimad Bhagavatam is one of the Puranas, Purana. Then there are Mahabharata, the great history of India. Bharat means India. And Maha means greater, greater India. The greater India was the whole planet. The whole planet was Bharatvarsha. Now it is crippled. It has become a small tract of land. But originally, everywhere, this portion of the world, America, it was also Bharatvarsha. Saptadvipa, 7 islands. 7 islands, actually the whole planet is full of water. Pacific Ocean, Atlantic Ocean, Indian Ocean, full of water. And these are islands only. Asia, Europe, America. There are 7 islands. Saptadvipa. The planet is Saptadvipa. 7 full, comprising of 7 islands. That is Bharatvarsha. So, Nana Shastra Vicharanaika Nipuno. So we have to study the Vedic literature very carefully, following the footsteps of Goswamis. Not only chanting, this is also required. Krishna's kirtan gana, but this is main. If you simply go on chanting without reading books, that is also good. Especially in this age, because nobody has got power to study books. Education is very less. So, still, one who is able, they should consider all these. We have given in English translation so many important books. You study and chant this Hare Krishna mantra like this, and that is the following the footsteps of Goswami. Acharya Upasana. We have to worship the Acharyas. That is recommended in the Bhagavad Gita for making progress in spiritual life. Acharya Upasana. So this is Acharya Upasana, by reading their books. Nana Shastra Vichara Naika Nipano Sadharma Sanstapako. Why studying so many books? For the sake of establishing real religious life. Sadharma. There are 2 kinds of dharmas. Religions. Pravitti marga and nivitti marga. Pravitti marga means materialism. And nivitti marga means spiritualism. Pravitti means because we had intention to enjoy this material world, therefore we have been given this material body by the energy of Krishna, prakite kriyamanani, for associating with this material world. We are spirit soul. We have been given this chance to associate with the material world, this material. That is called, so there are still rules and regulations. You associate, you enjoy this material world under this instruction, then you will not be fallen, you will not be implicated. That's Shastra. Shastra gives you course. Just like when I immigrated in this land, they gave me one paper, welcome, and some immigration rules. That is Shastra. Similarly, the Vedas means the rules and regulation which following will very happily live in this material world. Material world is not required by me, are you? We are spirit soul, we have no business in the material world. Just like we are living entities of the land, we have no business with the water. But if anyone wants to cross over the sea, he must have a well-built ship to cross over. Similarly, we spirit souls, we have no business in this material world. But because we wanted to enjoy it, leaving the association of Krishna, We have been given this sheep, this body, to fly over the material ocean. So if you know how to fly the ship over the ocean, there is no, fear of being drowned. If you have got a good captain of the ship and the ship is well built, then you will have no danger. So the captain is the spiritual master. And this body is a very good ship. These are the examples given. We have to cross over this material ocean. So we must have a captain and good ship and favorable air. If the air is favorable, suppose you are going to the western side, and if the wind is blowing towards western side, then it will automatically push your boat or ship, it will be favorable. If you go against the wind, it is difficult. So, you have got a very good ship, this human form of body. And the captain is the spiritual master. And the favorable wind blowing the instruction of the Shastras. So, taking this opportunity, if you cross over this material ocean, then there is no difficulty. So we should take opportunity of this body, of the instruction of Krishna, Bhagavad Gita, and the spiritual master. Then very easily we cross over.